I want to roll through a few of these voicemails. Number one, this is Delaney in Gallatin, Tennessee, talking about Amy's cat, because Amy's like, my cat's meowing at me all the time. I think I might be sick because some animals can detect cancer. And we're like, did you feed the cat?
Yes, she's fed. And I don't want to put out into the universe that I have cancer.
You said it, though.
You said that.
The universe has it because you said it.
I said, is she trying to tell me something?
And then you said, look at this cat, found cancer. Right. Look at this cat, found breast cancer.
An example.
All your examples were cancer.
Well, she could be finding, like, I don't know, in me, she could be finding, a vitamin deficiency.
Here's the voicemail.
I'm listening to yesterday's episode of the show on the podcast, and I'm hearing Amy talk about her cat meowing and biting her. I'm wondering how old her cat is, because my cat recently was going through the same problems, and we found out it was just because he was going through heat. So I wonder if Amy's cat could be going through the same thing. Just a suggestion. Love your guys' show.
Sounds good to me. Cat's in heat.
Sure.
Case closed.
I didn't know male cats could be in heat, but my cat's been... She can't have a heat.
I'm in heat right now.
Like
Stay away from me.
She can't have kittens, nothing. I don't know. And she's young. She had her for what, like a year, maybe, 2?
Taylor in Austin, Texas, left this voicemail.
My dad has been a lineman in Houston for over 20 years now, but I do believe that you can, in fact, be electrocuted without being on the ground. Unfortunately, he has had several members of his team in the past years die from touching hot wires, even as an experienced lineman. So fun fact, being a lineman is the 4th most dangerous job in the United States. So nothing to take lightly, and please do not touch your local power lines or, I guess, skydiving for them. Either way, love the show. Love you guys.
We do a show called The Post Show afterward, and I was talking about a skydiver who jumped and then landed in power lines. And we're like, how did he not get shocked? And Eddie goes, well, if you're not touching the ground, it'll never shock you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, birds do it all the time.
Birds do it. And then we said, well, birds aren't humans. And he's like, nope, if you ain't touching the ground, you ain't getting shocked.
Like the skydiver. Like the skydiver just hung there, didn't get shot.
Yeah. So she says you're wrong.
Yeah. I feel like her dad was probably grounded some way. Like maybe on the pole.
You're going to stand with it?
Yeah, I'm staying with it.
All right. Here's Brenda from Alaska.
Was listening to what Bobby had to say about the Second Amendment and mental health and all that, and I just really appreciate you stepping up and taking the time to say things like that need to be said. I mean, I feel like you are the real deal, and I appreciate it, and I know that wasn't easy, so thank you, and yes, our country needs help, doesn't it?
I stayed off social media yesterday for the most part because I was getting railroaded. I had senators calling me. I had senators reaching out to Amy, trying to get a hold of me. And mostly it was just PR. They just wanted good PR. And so I was like, I ain't doing it. It was a weird day because I will come on and say how I feel. And I know at times I say things right or wrong. And I deal with the whatever happens there.
Yeah.
And yesterday it was pretty brutal. If I would have said nothing, it'd have been okay. I'd have got a few. Why didn't you say something? But it wouldn't have mattered what I said. I was just going to get just walloped. But because I said something that isn't universally either direction, but more like I think this is kind of the way that a normal person would hopefully look at it, everybody was against me.
Wow.
But that's okay. And as a wise man said, it's just another day in paradise. But yeah, it was a pretty rough one last night.
It's so wild to me that just, saying something that could ignite a conversation or lead towards some sort of change or is an actual idea to do something, that it would be met with resistance. I don't know.
Well, my whole thing is, and I'm not going to stay on this very long, but my whole thing is I hate the argument of, well, if you make a law, they're just going to do it anyway. Well, then why make any law?
Yeah.
Because people are still going to speed and have car accidents. But those laws sometimes keep people from speeding and sometimes keep people from dying. So when I hear that, like there was the one congressman that was like from the area where the shooting and the killing all happened. He's like, we're not going to fix it.
Oh, my God. I can't.
And his kid also goes to homeschool.
Yeah.
And
then he compared it to war.
He said, well, my dad said he's fought in this war. And he said, if somebody wants to kill you, they're just going to kill you.
Right.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Well,
I wish I knew his name. I'd even spend time looking at his name because read his name. He's such an idiot. And I don't even care if he would have said, hey, look, right now, even if he would have said right now, I don't really want to talk about the political part of it.
Tim Burkett.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Or Burchett or whatever.
Can't even say his name. I'm an idiot.
Well,
but here's what he said, and we're not going to fix it. Then don't say anything about it right then because we got people that have just died. Just say, hey, In a few days, we'll get to that. And we're going to see if we need to address something. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
You don't have to go, well, I ain't going to fix it. Literally, kids just died, and you're being an a-hole.
Right. So
people should not vote for him ever again. You are a piece of crap for saying that.
I guess technically he represents the Knoxville area.
I don't care who he is.
Yeah,
he's a piece of crap for that. He's probably maybe a good dude in other ways. He is a literal piece of crap for that. We're not going to fix it. Don't even say anything about it like that. And also he goes, well, they're just going to do it anyway. Then put no laws through at all.
I think it was.
Why set a law on robbing a bank? Some people are still going to rob banks anyway. Why put a law on murder? People are still going to murder anyway. But you know what? Sometimes the law goes, maybe I don't want to murder because I don't want to go to jail. So, yeah, Tim Burchett, whatever his name is a big steaming pile of dog crap for that.
Yeah. I think he said, criminals would be criminals. But then also in this particular situation, it was clearly a mental health situation. Some people go do bad things, they're criminals, and they're like, I'm going to go rob this or shoot, do whatever. I don't know. But this is just such a bigger picture. And to just stand there and say that we can't fix it.
He said, we're not going to fix it. We're not going to fix it.
Yeah,
don't just say anything about it right then.
That's what you're elected to do. Think outside the box. Be a problem solver.
Even if fixing it, you just don't say, even if you're not going to fix it,
Right.
that ain't the time to say that.
Yeah.
Pretend.
You don't have to be defensive politically when a bunch of people were just killed. You just go, that sucks. I'm super sad. We want to make sure the family's taken care of right now. I get that question, and ask me in a couple days.
Perfect answer.
That's the answer you give.
Right.
You dirtball. So anyway, I'm sure he's fine, but not for that. Sucks. And you know me, the mental illness thing. It's like, cool. I agree. Mental illness thing. Absolutely, I agree with everything you're saying. Yep, it's a mental illness thing. Now, about the health care you're not giving folks. They could get their mental illness fixed, or at least looked at, or at least have access to. What about that? No, we don't do that either. All right. So then you can't say mental illness. I don't want to talk about it. Don't get me on it. I got to get off of it.
No, it's infuriating.
If I ever see that dude, and he's broken down on the side of the road, and I know how to fix his car, he's like, will you fix this? I ain't going to fix it. I'm going to drive off.
Good. I'll join you.
Can't be fixed.
You can't fix that.
You can't fix that. All right, anyway, let's go over to the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
There's a new Apple iOS, which is the operating system. 16.4 is out, and the reason that you may like it is all the new emojis. 21 new emojis. Not going to read them all, but there's a shaking face, there's a pink heart, and a gray heart. There's a donkey.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to send that to old Burchett.
Yeah, you donkey.
You donkey. And there's a bunch of other stuff, too. But there's a lot of new ones. There's a flute, a hair pick, wireless. I don't even know what that is, but there are a lot of new emojis for you. Oh, the wireless is, what is that, like the internet thing? The Wi-Fi symbol that's up in the top with the three little lines?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Botox alters brain activity connected to emotions. Well, this sucks because I got my jaws Botox because my teeth. I couldn't stop grinding my teeth. I don't know that it's even helped. It hasn't gotten worse.
You look good, though.
I don't think it does anything to
it
a
doesn't?
part of your skin that doesn't have wrinkles anyway.
Oh.
Does it?
Well, yeah, no. What it's doing is your muscles are building up, and it's just relaxing them so they calm down. That's what Botox does. It relaxes.
I was looking at myself in the mirror going, why is this Botox working? Make me look pretty. Apparently it's not that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're getting in a spot, exactly, that doesn't have wrinkles. And people with migraines get it injected into their scalp because it helps with that, too.
And that is what's going on, but not scalp. But if you get your forehead or anything near your brain, they say Botox is an injectable that temporarily reduces or eliminates facial fine lines and wrinkles. But what's happening is it gets in and alters people's brain chemistry. It's so close to the brain and how they interpret other people's emotions.
Wow.
I was wondering, though, Amy was crying yesterday, and I was like, what's so funny?
That could be it. I don't know. The Botox.
And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
So it's actually inside, because I could see how Botox makes emotions confusing because you can't really tell maybe what someone's feeling or thinking, or because their expressions are different. But you're talking about it's inside the brain.
It's inside the brain, yeah.
Wow.
Not just when you see someone with Botox, you can't tell.
They all
It's
look like
literally the
they're
Botox
smiling.
inside of the person makes them not be able to read other people without Botox's emotions.
Wow.
That's from the New York Post.
That's fascinating.
There's a virtual reality death simulator that supposedly shows you what happens when you die.
Nah, I'm good.
Me too.
Good.
But also, how do you know?
Rather just guessing. Well, although there are people that have died and then been resuscitated, so they kind of know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it probably shows you a light.
An artist has developed an immersive simulator that supposedly lets you experience what it's like to die. Sean Gladwell's simulator takes people through cardiac arrest, then to brain death, and then an out-of-body experience that allows participants to look down on their own bodies.
Oh.
I do not want to go through
Luckily, you can quit the simulator at any time. You know, I'll stick to like a golf simulator.
Yeah, or a flight simulator.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
I don't want anything about a death simulator. That's from the Daily Mail. She said, I didn't learn to write until I was 39, but now I'm a best-selling author. A best-selling author who only learned to read at 39. She was working as a house cleaner, has now written 27 novels.
Wow.
Karen Woods, 53, wrote her first book at 39 after taking an adult literacy course and has now written best-selling books and sold out tons of theater shows.
Oh, amazing.
So now she's killing it. Look at that. Then there's also no age on when you can do things and actually do something great. She knew how to read. And at almost 40, she went to a class, learned, and then it unlocked so much potential that she may not even know she had it.
Wow.
That's a really inspiring story. 39 years old. Decides, I'm going to read. Man, I wonder how you get through life not knowing how to read. You probably learn tricks.
Yeah.
I would read books about some of the really successful CEOs that they wouldn't know it, but they would have learning disabilities. And it could be one of many. And for most of their life, because now they're 40s, 50s, 60s, they didn't know they had the disability because it wasn't something people talked about or had the education on. And so they had to learn all these tricks at reading people, and what it did is it helped them so much later in life. So then they were able to diagnose it, learn how to do it, but they had all of these other skills which made them very successful. So what happened that was super hard for them young ended up being advantageous later because of the skills they had to learn to survive.
Interesting.
I would say for me, it was having to somewhat be funny a little bit because I get the crap beat out of me. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to try to diffuse the situation with humor so I don't get the crap beat out of me as much. And then once I turned into this, buff model type guy, I also had all the comedy to go with it.
Right.
And now it's like perfect 10.
That's awesome, dude.
It's like the full pie. Also,
he's joking.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not.
There's no joke here
Look
at
at
all.
him, Amy.
Look at this.
You think he's joking? Look at those muscles.
You think this just came out of nowhere?
I know that you're working hard, yes.
A Florida woman, I'm joking. A Florida woman, 20 years old, had a 100-pound ovarian cyst in her.
Oh.
The size of one of those big exercise balls. And she had it removed, finally. She said it felt like she was being pregnant with 10 kids.
Oh, my gosh.
It was so large. She said, she felt like she was pregnant. She could not bend over to see her feet. She had stomach pain, bloating, a period that lasted an entire year. She looks pregnant with like when you see someone with triplets, like that big. And so she kept putting off seeing doctors, thinking it would just go away. Finally, she went in. She's now learning to drive. She's now getting to do all the stuff that she couldn't do then. But they saved her life, and they managed to also save her fertility.
Wow.
Because they saved one of her ovaries. Those doctors went in and did some great work. But yeah, I would think she was very pregnant. And that was a cyst that had just kept growing.
And how amazing they're able to remove something like that.
Is permed hair back in style? That's the question.
Tell me more.
My hair is not permed, for the record. You guys can stop saying that on the internet. I have very curly hair, and I let it grow out just to see what would happen. Here's what happens. It looks like a perm.
It does. Just like a perm.
So, but perms are coming back. The perm, short for permanent wave, was big in the 80s, but now the big, bold hairstyle is having a moment. There are people like Bella Hadid, Katie Holmes, Nicole Kidman, Emily Ratajkowski, all getting the perm. Amy, your thoughts on the perm?
I have curly hair, so okay, I guess I'll just start.
Would you get one?
Well, my
Spin the wheel for a perm. Whoever it lands on has to get a perm.
Yeah. So, but when I let my hair be natural, it looks like I have a perm. So, no, I wouldn't get one because I don't want to damage my hair. Perms can be very damaging because of the chemicals.
Oh.
So, I'd rather not. But I got them when I was a kid, just even though I didn't need them.
10-4. No perm today.
Bones, you should get it. You should
I
bring
don't
back
need
the
a perm.
Well, no, just
Mine's
grow
already
it,
permed.
grow it back out because.
Well, I did. I cut it a little bit. I got a photo shoot I have to do next week, so I trimmed it up a little bit.
Photo shoot for what?
Just normal pictures, because they always want press pictures, or like, hey, will you send this for this announcement or this PR thing or this, you're speaking at this event, and it's like pictures when I'm 19. And then I get there and they're like, you just catfished us, buddy.
You don't look like
You
that.
don't like that. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, back in a second. Thank you. If I'm listing injuries that I would not like to have, a fractured pelvis is one of them. Matt Ramsey, lead singer of Old Dominion, fractured his pelvis. Riding a four-wheeler, basically.
What? Why is he always getting hurt?
That guy goes.
Oh, yeah.
He goes pretty hard, meaning at life. He's a real creative, not just song. He's like a painter, artist, like grabs life by the nads type guy.
Yeah.
And good for him. I'm not in that way. But yeah, he was in an ATV accident, fractured his pelvis in 3 places. The band is postponing the shows this weekend. Remember, his whole like foot, leg broke, and he's had to sit in a throne for a while.
Yeah.
And the Foo Fighters sent him their throne.
It's awesome.
He like fell off stage, but
And
he
then
goes
did
hard.
He fall off a ladder?
Yeah, that was one.
Oh,
Where
is that what it was? A
at the
ladder or
house.
stage?
I mean, he
think
told us
both.
one where he's at the house and he fell off a ladder.
That's probably it. I think life's a stage, so that's what I meant.
It's deep.
Old Dominion singer Matthew Ramsey fractured his pelvis, and so they're going to redo the shows. But he wrote, "I was in an ATV accident, 3 places with the old fracture. The good news, I'm going to heal fine. The bad news is I'm going to have to stay home and recover for a while." That stinks. That sucks. I was going to say that stunks, but that stinks and sucks. That's a new word. Man, that really stunks. So here's the thing. If, let's say you're married to somebody who cheated on their person to be with you.
Okay.
Let's say Amy and I are married, and I cheat on Amy with Eddie, and Eddie and I are now together.
Interesting.
Okay? So Eddie and I are now together. Now the question is, I cheated on Amy to get Eddie. Eddie, do you think I'm going to cheat on you?
I mean, if we're really in love, I'm not going to even think about it.
Really?
Yeah. Because you love me now, not her.
But don't you think that that's what the other person felt too?
Sometimes you just kind of feel like, no, man, you were meant to be with me, not her.
Yeah, I don't do a big meant to be. I'm not a big that. I think you are what you are, and you can assign meant to be to that.
Ooh.
I'm not a big.
Yeah, I think they're two different people, right?
I feel like I get to choose my life and choose my choices. I feel like I've been given certain things as far as like the way I think, the way I act, what I've developed inside of me, how I've grown. But I get to make those choices about my life. And if not, why even bother living?
But you don't think you and your wife were meant to be?
I don't think really anything's meant to be.
Wow.
You don't think there's multiple soulmates, Eddie?
I mean, I think my wife's perfect for me, and she was the one I was meant to be with.
I think my wife's perfect for me, but I don't think anything in life is meant to be.
Okay.
Because that means it was already planned
So
completely.
that Florida Georgia Line song is just throw in the
bunch
trash.
of bullcrap, if you ask me. One big lie.
Because it was meant to be, is meant to be.
Yeah, I believe that I have control of my life.
You have free will.
Yeah, sure.
And that's so nothing is meant to be. Thank you.
There it is. Thank you, Ray.
So in this situation, I don't think that I'm going to cheat on Amy to be with you, and that was just meant to be. Well, that's a pretty rotten mint.
Yeah. Well, you messed up by thinking you were supposed to be with Amy.
Well, it's unfortunate. I might have been pretty crappy to you. I don't know.
That's true, too.
Well, so here's the deal. Marriage counselors say that you should be careful and keep in mind that if it's a second marriage and the divorce happened because that person cheated to be with you, that it's 50% normally. It's like 80% again.
Oh, no.
Because that person times are tough.
They run.
No, let's take
Move
the worm
on.
to a different.
Yeah.
Grass
is always greener.
That's not what I was going to say, but yeah, I like that too. So if a guy got away with cheating once, he'll likely do it again. Maybe not even get caught. Bad habits are extremely hard to break, especially when it's one that comes to integrity.
Well, now it's got me thinking, like, what, do you like Amy? Do you want to go back somewhere else?
I made a mistake, Eddie.
Are you going to leave me for
No,
someone
I made a
else?
mistake. I need to go back to
I think
Amy.
he's done with me. It's
He's
just
moving
saying
on.
that
I just shouldn't have
he
cheated.
may-
I should have went to her and said, hey, it's not working out.
Yeah.
We need to end this because I'm in love with Eddie.
Yeah.
I didn't cheat.
That's how you should have done it?
Yeah.
But the story is based on that is that you left me for Eddie and then you're going to leave Eddie for Ray.
Or I don't even have to leave. I can just cheat on Eddie.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because
that
I
would
did it
be
before.
mean.
And I'm telling you right now, that means I probably cheated on Amy 10 other times if
Right.
I just cheated with you and got with you.
Yeah.
The whole love triangle we have here is a little odd for me right now.
Yeah,
It's hard to
I
keep
wanna
up
move
with.
on.
But that's what's up. Luke Combs, Going, Gone, Bobby Bone Show. You want 877-77-Bobby. That's our phone number. We're going to give the cover song game another run in just a second. I'll give you a famous song. You just got to tell me if it's a cover song or not.
Okay.
You didn't do wonderfully the first time.
I didn't do terribly.
You didn't win.
Out of the gate, I was nailing them.
One. No,
what?
We're going to play and see if Amy can identify if it's a cover song or if it's an original song. It's way harder than you think. For example, what song surprised you the most this morning? That was a cover song.
Amarillo by Morning.
Cover song.
That was shocking.
Shocked.
I didn't know that.
Well, you do a little music knowledge, too. A little education coming up next. We're talking about cheating and how data shows if two people are married, one cheats and then gets with somebody else. If they're together 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, data shows that divorce rate's even higher. It's like 80%. Even if they don't divorce, the dude usually is doing a little cheating anyway because he just did it and got away with it and his life got better. By the way, women don't cheat. Or poop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard what I said? I said what I said.
But I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
true.
Two things women don't do, cheat or poop.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Jamie. Jamie, you are on the air. Jamie, thank you for calling. What's going on?
Hey, Bobby. Morning, studio.
Morning.
I just wanted to make a comment about the thing that you're talking about men cheat to get with their significant other that they're with now. I have been married to my husband. We've been together 12 years. We have 11-year-old twins. We've actually been married 10. And I do not have any issues with thinking that he's cheating on me, even though he cheated on his previous wife. He was still married whenever we got together. And I do not have any issues with him cheating on me or anything. He's home every night. He shows me all kinds of love. He's there for the kids. And, in fact, I brought 2 kids into the marriage. So I just wanted to say that I don't agree with the marriage counselors. I think it's kind of like what Eddie said. It's kind of meant to be. I know that you don't believe in meant to be, Bobby. But anyway, I just wanted to make a comment. I love your all show. My kids, we listen to you every morning. In fact, we've tried to call in, and my little girl wants to give Amy a joke, but we've tried to call in and couldn't get through. So I just wanted to make that comment.
Well, I appreciate that. And also, there's 20% where it does go great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they only said 80%. So she could have one of the 20%. But also, did that wife, and I'm just going to ask a question since you volunteered the story, the wife that he cheated on with you, did she know he was cheating?
She knew that he was cheating, but was not cheating with me. Me and my husband have been basically best friends for a long time before we even thought about getting together. In fact, he asked me to date him and take me out several times before, and I was like, no, we're friends. I don't want to ruin our friendship. And it just went on and went on and went on, and I started having feelings for him, and he started having feelings for me, and so we ended up together.
Yeah, I felt that, and that's a great story. I just wonder if she didn't know, because I think there may be a lot of other people who are like, they would never cheat, but they just don't know like what happened the first time. And I'm not saying your husband's cheating, because again, according to this data that I didn't make up, there's still 20% of people who go, yeah, I just cheated that one time, and I'm in a better situation, and we're all good. We're just gonna chill. So your husband may be that dude. Most people that are being cheated on, especially in the early-ish part of it, they have no idea. But it's not early-ish, 12 years.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I'd keep one eye open, though, Jamie. Keep one eye.
Yeah, and I do agree with that. I just think that my husband may not be in that 20%, but I just don't. A lot of times when people cheat, they're like, well, I'm going to the gym, or I'm going here, or I'm going there. And then there's things that build up and build up. I know that he's at work. I could call him at any point in time. I could show up on his job site at any point in time. I know he gets home at 5:15 every night. So, but there are people out there that probably don't know that their spouse is cheating and this and that. And I do, agree with that. I just wanted to make a comment that there are times that people do cheat in previous relationships, and then they find the one that makes them whole, makes them happy, and they decide that that's out in the open, and they're done with cheating, and this and that.
Well, I felt that, and I appreciate the call and the story. Sounds like, though, she has an electric fence around her husband. He doesn't know it, but she knows where he is all the time.
all day.
He's at 5:15. He's here. 5:19. He should be driving by this building, and I'll be there. I love it. Hey, Jamie, I hope it's going awesome. Hope your marriage is super happy and healthy, and I appreciate you calling.
All right, I appreciate it too. Like I said, we listen to you guys every morning when we go to school, and the kids absolutely love you. And In fact, my daughter wanted to call in one day and tell Amy a joke.
That's true.
And we tried and tried and tried the whole entire time on the way to school. And she was like, well, Mom, I guess, we can't get through. So anyway, we just wanted to say hi. And tomorrow morning, they will be in the car going to school at about 7:45. If you guys could do a shout-out, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, it's not a big deal.
Do it right now. I'll play it tomorrow at
anyway.
7. Just do this. Hold on. Say what you want to say right now, and I will play it tomorrow morning at 7:45. Can we write this down, guys, so we know it's 7:45 tomorrow? Scuba, what are you yelling?
Eastern or Central?
She's Central.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever you say from right here on, Jamie, I'm going to play back. You have like 30 seconds to say whatever, and at 7:45 tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, I'm going to hit this button. Go, Jamie, go.
Good morning, Cody and Maddie. Mom called, finally got on the Bobby Bones show. Just telling them that we love them. I hope you guys have a great day at school. Love you guys.
Cut. Now, what's going to be weird is Jamie's going to be in the car with them, but Jamie, don't tell them. Like, so about 7:45, give us like, let's say, can we say 7:40? That helps us better with our time. Yeah. Can we say 7:40, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
7:40 tomorrow. Don't tell your kids. Just say, hey, be quiet. They're going to say something on the show, and then it's going to be you, okay?
Okay. All right. I will do.
All right, Jamie. Have a good day.
That's awesome.
All right. Thank you for taking my call.
See you later.
Bye, Jamie.
Let's go to Sue in Ontario, Canada, who's on the phone right now. Hey, Sue, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Doing pretty good. What do you want to say?
Well, I was listening to your conversation about men cheating on their wives and that. Well, my ex-husband, I was his third wife. He cheated on every one of us. He didn't cheat with his previous wife with me, but he had cheated on her. And with me, same thing. That's why I divorced him. He was cheating.
Yeah.
So a cheater, always a cheater.
I felt that.
I'm currently remarried, but the one I'm married to now, he's awesome. He understands how it is to be cheated on because his wife did it to him. But I still, I agree with there's enough this meant to be. No, things happen, and if you fall out of love, you fall out of love. That's all it is. It's like, but let your partner know though.
Yeah, let your partner. That's what I say. All right, well, I appreciate that call, and I hope marriage is happy and healthy for you now.
It is, so far.
All right, Sue.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Okay.
that's how I feel about it. You can tell somebody who's been traumatized because they're like, it's going great so far.
Cautious.
Yeah. Hey, Sue, thank you. Have a great day.
All right, thanks. You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
One final call. Sarah in Ohio is on the show right now. Hey, Sarah, what's going on?
Hey, studio.
What's going on with you?
Well, I just wanted to comment about the women not cheating. I have a mother-in-law. She has cheated a couple times. She's going strong right now, but women do cheat.
What does that mean, going strong right now? Like, could you define going strong?
She's in a good marriage.
Oh, got it. Got it.
But she has previously.
Yeah. I just.
It's not very often that women cheat, but I think it is a thing.
I'm still going to believe women don't cheat, nor do they poop.
Right.
Two things I've never seen and never want to see.
Okay.
I don't think women cheat. I don't think women poop. I don't even think they fart.
No, they definitely
No,
don't.
trust me, they don't.
I've never seen that.
Yep. I don't even think it's a thing. I don't even think they have a BH.
Oh.
Wow.
And you don't know that?
I said what I said.
Okay.
All right.